And we're on the air live now. So, gosh, that was kind of a lackluster intro.
That was very lackluster.
And we're on the air live now.
All right, let's go home.
We are back with another Google Hangout, and we're kind of going to recap the Circle the Wagons event we went to 3 weeks ago in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And, of course, we have one of the companies that put on the event, Ironhammer Armory. We got Martin. What's up, man?
Hey, how we doing, guys?
Doing well. Is that all you gotta say? Just kind of.
Yeah, I'm here.
Thanks for the dead air, homie.
Welcome. Happy to help.
And then now Noel is officially with Ironhammer Armory too, right?
Yes, correct. Noel has been brought on for sales, marketing, and business development.
And I kept calling him Neo, and it was fun, so I just stuck with it.
Yeah, we stick with him. That's his name is Neo.
It was hot and sweaty. It wasn't like Christmas sounding feeling, so I didn't want to call him Noel. How's it going, Neo?
Everything is good, man. Really happy you guys invited me over. Nice. Good to see you guys again. Beautiful people. Beautiful. Very nice.
And then next to him, we're going to call him Jorge. So it's kind of super secret squirrel. So Jorge from Rockwell Tactical, how's it going, man?
Good. How y'all doing?
It says Pete, but we're not gonna go with that.
Oh, right.
I'm going to screw this up.
Very good. I can call you guys again.
That's what Jorge is in Spanish, is Pete.
I thought it was
Exactly. Yeah.
Officially it is Pete now. And then next to him we got Sean Heron from. Oh dang! I should have said Aaron. Dadgummit.
You screwed up. You blew it.
Yeah, you got to run with it now.
You blew it!
Shooting. Some people watch his stuff. How's it going, man?
Hey, man. It's going great, thanks. So I was going to say that Martin actually...
You're not allowed to give us dead air. You know the drill.
I was trying to turn down all my devices because I think I just got, like, text bombed. I got my computer going off, my phone. But I was going to say, it looks like Martin's actually in a blacksmith shop. I didn't realize he was actually a blacksmith. I thought that was just a persona that he did.
Ouch.
This is YouTube image.
Ouch. That hurt. Yeah, it's just an image. I fake it.
Right, yeah. I thought that...
Yeah, the anvil's just for show.
Why is there no fire in the background? I mean, you usually have a big fire stoked back there.
You should do hitting the anvil with a hammer.
Pinkus is going to run in and start banging on shit, isn't he?
See, that's what we've got saved in the background is we were going to have Rob run in here and start making stuff and get me back.
Paybacks are hell, huh?
And of course, we have the infamous, notorious left hand.
Word.
Been so long.
Yeah, I'm back with my G.I. Joe shirt on.
Awesome.
Yeah, baby.
So we went to an event called Circle the Wagons, and the way I've kind of described it to people, it's kind of like a sampler platter of some tactical training from Rockwell Tactical and then also Kenaz Tactical Group. Did I say that right, Martin? Kenaz?
Yeah, it's Kenaz.
Because I messed it up a couple times.
Actually, it's Kenaz, but
it's Kenaz.
I've been corrected 350 times, so I think I've got it now.
I think you should change it to Kenaz. It's so much cooler.
I bet Jim Irwin knows how to say it.
Nice, but it was Rockwell Tactical, Kenaz, Ironhammer Armory, and Sonoran Desert Institute, the gunsmithing school. Also a sponsor of Talking Lit. So they put on a very cool event, and we're just kind of going to recap it.
And Martin, there was a lot more people that took part in that too. You want to recap some more of those people for us?
Oh, I wish I had the list, so forgive me if I forget any names here, but we had quite a few Colorado companies come out. We had SoCo, Kydex, Heritage Gunworks, Tuber Precision was represented. They do awesome metal finishing. We also had David Service from Danger Close Arms came out. Will from Black Sheep Warrior came up. Eric from House of Guns was out there running and gunning. We also had Todd from Warrior Labs, Kevin Markland from Markland Photography, the running and gunning photographer. Obviously, everybody that's on this panel was there. Help me,
Yep.
help
Aries,
me.
Aries Armor or Armory.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. We had Dimitri and Dustin from Aries Armor came all the way out from California for it. God, who else am I forgetting? I know
Dip
there was.
Wizard.
We
Yeah,
had
there we
Dip
go.
Wizard, Tactical 16.
There you go.
We had that's
Landco was represented.
Yep.
Ed from
Jeff from Leo Armory was there also.
Yeah, Jeff.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks. See, I love that. I love the help I'm getting here. This is what's so great about CTW is we all just pitch in when we see a man floundering.
Elfman Tactical was represented.
Yeah, did you guys
Yep.
say Adam from Gunfighters Inc.?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe I forgot Adam from Gunfighters Inc. We also had Jason from Sonoran Desert Institute was out there, as well as I believe his name was Dale, that
Dale?
does their military liaison, was out there as well.
Danger Close Arms. Did you say them already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said David with Danger Close Arms. I didn't forget that one.
Cool.
I
We
really
had,
should have a list.
We had Marcus Fox.
What about Aaron?
Marcus Fox. Yes.
No.
And
Yeah,
our musical entertainment, Marcus Fox.
who gave multiple private concerts. It was awesome having him out there.
Maybe he gave private dances. What?
That was kind of the highlight of the evening.
Are you
So-
smoking a pipe there, Gandalf?
I'm not doing on it.
So Martin, this was the
We
second annual. Shut up, Gandalf.
You shall not speak.
Let's get this show on the road. This was the second annual Circle the Wagons event. This was our first one, but this was obviously you guys have something to compare it to from last year. Why don't you give us just a quick rundown of what Circle the Wagons is?
Wow.
And there you have it. That kind of sums it up.
That someone's got Howard Dean in their kitchen.
He's got the parakeet. Circle the Wagons is, I think Zeke described it really well. It's designed as twofold, as a sample platter for people that are new to training, or like out in our neck of the woods in Colorado, we don't have a lot of tactical-based training out here, defensive-based training. It's designed as a sample training to get people out there, get people interested. We had quite a few people that came out this year that have never done any type of training before. They've gone to the range, they're safe with a firearm, they can poke holes in paper, but they've never actually trained with their firearm. Like that ghost that just floated behind Neo there, that was awesome. We have Ghost Hammer. We had so it gives them the opportunity to come out, take a couple of different classes, get a sample of what's available out there, and just whet their thirst for knowledge at a low price. Where normally normally full day training, you're looking at $400 or $500 a day minimum to get out there and focus on just the handgun or just the carbine or just the first aid. We're trying to get everybody's, just get everybody's taste whetted to want to get out there, because once you get somebody to train once, they're going to want to do it again. They're going to want to increase their knowledge. The other side of it is for companies to get out there and get themselves seen and to meet other companies. We've got small companies like SoCo Kydex and Danger Close Arms. I even include Ironhammer in this, where we're not nationally known companies. We're small up-and-company companies that are just trying to make our bones, but get you out there and get these companies involved with each other and working with each other. I know from last year we've done business or do business with almost every company that came to Circle the Wagons, and just this year alone we're talking about doing business with Tuber Precision and SoCo Kydex and possibly Danger Close Arms and Heritage Gunworks as well. We're already doing business with Dip Wizard. They got us set up doing hydrographics on our AKs. So it's a huge opportunity for not much money to come out, and I love the way that Jared from Rockwell Tactical put it. It's a great opportunity to just come out and run and gun and have general badassery and have a great time.
Well said. And Jared's with Rockwell, one of Jorge's cohorts.
Yeah, that's right.
That's going to stick, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll take Jorge.
So tell us a little bit about Rockwell Tactical, Jorge.
Well, as you guys said, Jared Ross, the owner and CEO, lack of better terms, of Rockwell Tactical, is currently a Green Beret Special Forces soldier for the National Guard. He kind of got out of the active duty scene and opened up this company, which, like Martin was referencing, teaches principle-based training, teaches you how to use your weapons platform, not just showing up to the range and putting holes in paper, but actually how to use it, how to be a master with it, which is something that we believe is important these days, especially if you're gonna take on the responsibility of owning a firearm. I think that your responsibility is even doubled to be able to know how to use it appropriately and to be able to distinguish when it's appropriate to use it as well. So as far as that goes, that's the goal and the mission of Rockwell Tactical, is to provide principle-based training from people who have done it and know exactly how to handle their weapons. You know, we've gone all over the world and taught several different people from different countries how to do this stuff, and we just, all the knowledge that we've accrued, we want to give back to, you know, the common ordinary citizen who's trying to have that capacity to defend him or herself from anything that might come. So.
And you want to put your knee in our junk when you're teaching us first aid.
That's right. That's another big part of it, is not just teaching how to take lives, but how to save lives. That's the other broad part of the spectrum that we try to bring people, is that knowledge base on how to save lives.
And you taught the first aid class, and I thought one thing that was interesting is how much has changed since I was actually certified to teach first aid. And
right.
that was, 6 years ago? So that was pretty cool, how many different things have changed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the tactical nut grab.
That's right. Got to be tactical. Got to throw that in there. Absolutely. The first aid scene really has changed. You know, a lot of local civilian EMS are starting to go to tourniquets right away, for example, as a method of stopping bleeding and preventing further blood loss. Mm-hmm. Had a great testimony from Ironhammer, the Ironhammer Armory crew, on an experience that they had where they were able to apply some of the things that they learned, not just from us, but from other medical training companies that they were able to put together and kind of be there at the right place at the right time.
Since Circle the Wagons, they were able to do that?
Yeah.
Yesterday, wasn't it?
I'll let you talk about that.
What was that? Neil, when was that? Yesterday or the day before?
I think it was yesterday, guys. Yeah.
I think it was yesterday. Yeah, we were out running errands, and we were coming back on Interstate 70, and a motorhome had apparently blown its right front tire at a really, you know, there's no good spot to have that happen, but just before you're going over a bridge is a really bad spot. And they left the interstate, and that motorhome went airborne, smashed down on the roadway below the highway, and just crumpled the entire motorhome. We pulled over, went to see what help we could be, and when we got down there, the driver was extricated from the vehicle and went to render aid to him. Talking to him, found out that there was a passenger still pinned in the vehicle, and Neo, the big hook that he is, ended up. He was really mad at me about this. I slid underneath the vehicle to get to the victim. She was pinned in the stairwell of the motorhome, and her hip was the only thing holding her up on the step, and she was bracing herself against the door. And there was a lot of metal debris below that she was trying not to fall on. So I slid underneath and supported her head and held her hips up, held her knees up basically to try to alleviate pressure off of her and to get her to relax a little bit. And Neo ripped the door off of the motorhome. And you got to understand, yeah, it wasn't like just rip it and, you know, it was on hinges. No, he bent the damn thing up, you know, bent it in half, lifting up so we could get her out of the vehicle so she wouldn't fall on that debris. And we were able to determine the extent of injuries, get her put into a recovery position that wouldn't cause further injuries, and we really went back and forth between the two victims trying to get other people on the scene to help. But what we noticed immediately is everyone else was just standing there. There were 4 or 5 other people there that were just standing there because they didn't know what to do. So the knowledge that we've gained from the Rockwell Tactical classes, I know myself, I've taken 2 of them now, and it really does, it gives you the confidence to be able to render aid and do what you can to the extent of your limits, and at least keep the people stable, keep the victim stable while you're waiting on EMS to arrive.
And in your guys' case, it was like 6 hours, wasn't it?
It was 10. I think it was 5 or 10 minutes before the first cop showed up. He basically stood around and watched us, and yep, you guys are doing it right. Yep, that's all we got from him. And then it was an additional 20 minutes. I think it was a total of 20 minutes. It was another 15 minutes after he got there that the first EMS arrived. Was a fire truck. It was another 5 minutes after that before the first ambulance arrived. So from the point we were there, it was a full 25 minutes before EMS arrived. The sad part is, because of the rural area that we're in, all of our fire departments are volunteer. So even though we were only 5-10 miles away from the closest firehouse, the volunteers have to get to the firehouse, get the equipment, and then get out to the wreck. So, realistically, that was a pretty quick response time for our rural area. But, having that medical knowledge, it really does help. It made, I know in that personal case, and I'm not patting myself on the back, but I'm definitely, huge pat on the back to Neo. He was mad as hell. He was mad as hell at me for getting underneath that vehicle. But, he was like punching me and everything. So, but huge pat on the back to him for the He-Man strength to help get her out of there. We never could have got her out of there without him. But but yeah, it's having that training. You never know when it's going to pop up that you might need it. You never know, when you're going to be put to the test. So, it's. Hats off to the instructors there at Rockwell Tactical. I really give credit. Most of my up-to-date medical training has been from them.
And a couple of things that I wanted to key on that you're being a little humble about, not really saying, was some of the things that you did specifically for her, which was put her in that recovery position, laying her down on her left side where she's able to breathe easier, where she has less pressure on her circulatory system. And then the biggest thing was just talking to her, communicating with her, assessing her neurological status, and kind of knowing and asking her those questions, if she knows who she is, where she is, and all that stuff. I mean, that goes a long way. And like you said, nobody else probably would have thought to do that, but I mean, you guys were on point as far as being able to deliver those patients to the EMS, even if with no medical supplies, you guys were still able to do a lot. So that's freaking awesome of you guys.
I think it was cool when the EMS finally got there that we actually gave them all the information that was necessary for them to be able to diagnose what was happening. The lady walked up and she was just like, I have to check for myself, but okay. And we find out that everything that we said was actually true. She had lacerations. She had her pupils weren't reacting. She had a fractured arm. It was really cool how we were able to assess the situation, and it was really just based on what we learned at the courses.
That's spot on, brother.
Now, that's just one of the classes that was offered at Circle the Wagons. I mean, there were a handful of other ones too. Talk about some of the classes that you really like, Sean.
I liked them all, and basically there was a little bit of false advertising because I keep hearing terms such as sample platter, training buffet, and as a fat person when I got there and it was guns, I was a little bit disappointed. However, I brought my gun, so it was okay. But honestly, everything that I took, I loved. I took a carbine one from Jared at Rockwell Tactical. I took the first aid from Jorge. I took the buddy carbine drills from Jorge as well. We did the two-person room clearing drills with Rockwell.
To speak to that, Martin and Neo got to take something they've learned there. Did you get to take anything from the room clearing drills? And have you accidentally almost gotten shot since then? That you could talk about that?
No.
So, all right.
It was from his partner's superior cat-like reflexes that prevented him from getting shot in the ass.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, every class I think I got a lot out of, and like you said, it's it's 2 to 3 hours, so you just spend some time learning a skill, and then you get to put that skill into practice. And taking the first aid class, and then doing the buddy carbine drills where you're running and covering each other while the other person's moving, and then at any point in time the instructor could call out a wound, and you would have to go treat that with the information that you had learned previously. And it's crazy to have that information, but then to have everything change suddenly, where you've actually got fire and you're trying to render aid, and suddenly he yells out threat again, so you have to figure out what to do so that you don't cause more damage to your paint and get rid of the threat. And it was really a cool experience, and doing stuff that I had never done before. I mean, I've done a lot of training, but never any of that carbine 2 or the room clearing stuff. And it was remarkable how much they could pack into a weekend, and how, even though it was only 2 to 3 hours per class, how I just felt that I had really come away with some stuff that I didn't know before, and stuff that'll be valuable as my training advances.
And sometimes the instructor will call out an injury, and you do everything right, and he says the injury got worse, and you keep doing it right, and the instructor keeps yelling that something else got hurt. Don't know who that could be.
Yeah, yeah.
What were some of your awareness questions, Zeke?
Oh, the awareness question?
Yeah, give us example of some of your awareness questions.
Well, you know how you're supposed to ask their name, where they're at, and all that stuff. I asked the guy what his name was, and for some reason, what is your favorite color came out, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna roll with it. And I asked him what the airspeed velocity of a swallow was. My guy didn't miss a beat, and he said African or European.
Yeah, but the whole thing was great. Not only the classes and the people, but there were so many cool vendors there, and we got to shoot some of their awesome guns, and just meeting people, hanging out with like-minded people is always the best. And this is one of the best events I've been at, as far as just the amount of cool people and just the amount of good discussion and hanging out that we did. And there were some impromptu shooting competitions that went on. It was just, the whole entire thing was just a blast.
Yeah, well said. Some of my favorite times were the free shoots that we had. I know Aries had brought some of their guns out there. We had several guys had some full auto, different type Glock. Yeah, there was a Glock. There was a couple of ARs. There was something else. What else did they have that was full auto?
Scar 18. No,
Yeah.
Scar 18. Was it?
No, it's a Scar.
Everybody was shooting.
Didn't they have a Modus on the Jeep, or what did they have on there?
Yeah.
Mel with Dragon Man brought out his Modus on his 151.
Nice.
Yeah. Did he ever get it working?
No, they had a head spacing issue going on with it.
If you would let Jared and I get at it for maybe an additional 10 minutes that we really didn't have to spare, because we had to get the room clearing and the buddy drills going, we would have had that thing burn like a kitty.
Nice.
But, alas.
Learned all that in Uruguay, right?
Exactly.
The hoods of Uruguay.
Another course that was really cool that I didn't get the opportunity to take was the night course.
Oh yeah.
Did any of you guys take that?
I didn't.
You
I
didn't?
didn't get a chance to.
You didn't do the white light left hand? You didn't do any of the white light shooting?
No.
Man, yeah.
No, that's something I did last year, and I was an RSO for just an assistant this year, just kind of trying to make sure everybody was staying safe. But people were having a really good time with it. I know we had two customers that customers of IHA. They were rocking our Nomad AKs out there, and they had never got to do any night shooting before. And they got out there on the line, and it took some stumble starts for them to kind of get the rhythm of it and get the coordination behind it. But they walked away extremely happy, because it's something that they'd never thought to practice before, never thought to really push themselves to do, but they could immediately see the practical application of the principles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That brings up another course that was offered out there, and it was by you, Martin. You had a little AK kind of overview class, right?
yeah.
It was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's be fair about it. I'm not used to working in front of cameras. I know you Left Hand and Zeke and Sean are, and you know, Eric was with House of Guns was there too, and I start teaching the class and just explaining that it's the basic overview of what the capability of the platform is and different ways to manipulate the firearm. And all these cameras come on, and I start stuttering and losing train of thought. And yeah, thanks a lot. That's exactly it right there. Yeah, I went completely stage fright and was like, So yeah, there was some awesome editing done there to make me not look like a complete idiot.
Video coming soon.
No, it's.
But
Yeah,
see, we had the
thanks a
black
lot,
material of all the stuttering and that, you know, if anything.
It was like an hour-long class, and you guys got a 5-minute video out of it. So I'm sure I'm sure the gag reel for that ought to be just a hoot.
Well, you just want to give them a taste. You want to give the viewers a taste, so they want to come take something.
Well, we had the Iron Ghost, you know, make a guest appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy freaked me out.
Ghost Hammer.
He was pretty happy about showing up, but he was pissed off that you guys were messing around with his stuff. He was upset about the whole "why'd you take my name" kind of thing. It's all right. He's all right.
I'm lost on that one.
I must have missed that one too.
He was a ghost. Only certain people saw it. They're going to be cursed.
Now, Martin, you're talking about taking this on the road now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had offers from a couple of ranges around the country, which I'm really, really excited about. We've had offers from Arizona, Kentucky, Tennessee, and possibly we've had a tentative from, I believe it was Alabama. But we're definitely looking at the possibility of taking CTW on the road next year and bringing the entire theme out to people in other areas to try to get the excitement of training up and to bring in other local companies. I know next year Ironhammer is going to take the passenger seat on it, and Rockwell will be hosting and taking the lead on Circle the Wagons next year.
Cool.
Nice.
So really looking forward to it. I know we've already been told there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it that if we do decide to go ahead and take it on the road, that I was to load the stumps and axes and make sure not to leave any sharp objects behind. So,
but not the Rogers axes, right?
And I don't get to touch anything,
Yeah.
right? Because I break it.
no, you're not allowed to throw anything, Left Hand. No, you're not allowed.
Yeah. Holding
so
true
mad
to
about
form.
that.
I broke one of Martin's axes. It's not a trip unless you break something.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the only
It's his accidental stick.
the only hatchet I make that's not designed to be thrown, that's the one he pitched, and he hit another axe and it snapped it. So
Wow.
it's all good. As far as I'm concerned, it's all good because one of my axes broke it, so I'm good with that. But yeah, no throwing for you. I'm gonna make you another. I'm gonna make you another one that says "Do not throw" on it.
Good call.
I'm
For
gonna
display
engrave on
purposes
I'm gonna
only.
engrave on one side. Do not throw.
But sometimes that benefits the person, because I just got talked to Dean from Two Vets, and Left Hand got to shoot the 308 prototype. And broke it. But because he broke it,
No, I literally broke it.
no, he broke the thing. That some bitch was broken. But from what he did, they figured out an issue that they were having, and they couldn't figure out what it was. But the way he broke it helped them figure it out, and now the thing runs like a top.
What can I say? I've got a knack.
Well,
So you're welcome, I guess, Left Hand, right?
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. It's funny you say that, because that's actually one of the things that caused us to come out with our new hatchet we're going to be releasing here, to throw the little Rogers hatchet. And it's for
happened.
people like
Yeah.
Left Hand that we have to come out with one that people can throw, because we know they're going to try it.
It's mandatory.
But what sucked, it was my personal Rogers hatchet. I hated that.
Yeah. I figured, no, he'd hang it on the wall, he'd be proud of it. No, he's beating the crap out of it and pitching at things. So yeah.
Man, I don't hang anything on the wall. I take shit out of the box. I use it.
That's
I'll tell
right.
you what I'm proud of. I'm proud of my little Ironhammer hammer.
Oh yeah.
I wear that sucker everywhere. Well, you can't really see it on the screen.
I didn't get one.
Uh-oh.
That was quick. Yeah, I didn't.
So
I thought you had one, Jorge.
I don't. I got your little meat sticker.
Okay, let's rephrase that. Martin makes these things you poke meat with, like edible meat. Martin,
Maybe
there's no way to fix that.
Martin didn't give Jorge his meat sticker.
There's no salvaging there. Yeah.
No.
His meat sticker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh man!
Yeah,
Well, I know
awesome.
Martin, you're
That's
gonna
awesome.
get out of here pretty quick. So everybody, kind of tell where they can find all your stuff, all that jazz. Martin, you first.
Okay, I'll go first. Website is www.ironhammerarmory.com. We're renovating the site to put the new models up. Site renovation will be done October 1st for the release of the Minuteman hatchet and the new high-profile hammer trunnions for your AK-47. And we'll also have the Sega model available by October 1st. I know everybody's been really hounding me about getting that Sega model out there, as well as our AK-47 eating spikes, Molnar pendants, the little hammer pendant that Zeke was showing off earlier, and other little sharp, pointy things that I come up with when I'm bored.
All right.
There it is.
Yeah.
There.
Meat sticker.
Nice.
We just call it a meat sticker. Be all
There
right.
you go. The chopsticks.
The catheter.
Neo, did he miss anything?
No. If you have any questions about any of the products, email info@ironhammer.com.
Microwave's
we'll-
done.
Try the Hot Pockets. They're delicious.
So that's the chicken we got. It is done. So dinner's gonna be coming up soon. Not
You
only
did
do I
not
sell
microwave
stuff, I cook.
chicken.
No, it's on the oven. Timer.
Yeah, it better be. Better not. It'd be a rubber chicken. You microwave it.
Exactly.
Y'all didn't get the albino unicorn? You-
The
Albino deer.
Albino deer. Yeah.
the kudu, we shot a kudu, and that's what we're eating right now.
Nice. Then Jorge/Pete, how do people find out about Rockwell Tactical? Where to go?
Get on our website at www.rockwelltactical.com and our Facebook page, Rockwell Tactical, and RTG Training. We have two separate Facebook pages. Our Rockwell Tactical web page, we've got our little products list where we have several items for sale. One of them being
Microwaves.
the microwave going off again.
Mute it. Anyway, show us that shirt again. I'm sorry.
It's not me.
Famous Sergeant Stab T-shirt is on sale right now. There's a
Where does that come from? Because I saw on some social media posts where y'all did hashtag Sergeant Stab is laughing.
So Sergeant Stab is the logo from one of Jared's former teams. He's kind of like the whatchamacallit, the mascot for Rockwell Tactical. Just an evil skull. He's really a sweetheart, though. He also comes in patches, and then we have a bunch of a few other products that are good, as well as upcoming classes in the surrounding Pennsylvania areas. So tell your friends about us, and try to make one of our classes. We'd love to have you all out.
Nice. Sean, Aaron. I mean, dang, I'm now I'm saying it right. The whole
Yeah.
I called you Aaron on purpose, and now I keep calling you Sean. Anyways, what about We Like Shooting?
You can find us on WeLikeShooting.com. You can find our show on iTunes. Just search for We Like Shooting, all that good stuff. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, I don't know, Tinder, whatever. We're there.
Not Grinder.
Grinder.
No, not on Grindr. Yeah.
And make sure that you check out Soco Kydex. What's their website, Martin?
I believe it's SocoKydex.com.
It is. I was just there last night. I want to buy some stuff from them.
Nice. And Sonoran Desert Institute, if you're interested in gunsmithing, sdi.edu. Left hand, you got anything else?
I just want to thank the Sonoran Desert Institute for making the trip possible for us.
Yep.
I'd like to thank Ironhammer Armory also for your hospitality, brother. We really appreciate you putting us up and putting up with us for the whole week.
Absolutely.
But yeah, check us out, talkingled.com, Facebook Talking Lead, Instagram, all that jazz, and then YouTube.
All right. And we're all going to go and try to avoid Martin's meat sticker. So take care.